Hi guys, my name is Melanie. I am talking about the Catron book, chapter 1. First of all, I think my big takeaways for the chapter were about the three fundamental concepts of theater: conflict, emotion, entertainment. For me, it's a good reminder that to remember about conflict, that we need to make sure that that's being presented vividly, and to make sure the audience knows what the conflict is. That's one of my big takeaways out of that one. And then also talking about that emotion is a core ingredient of drama, and that our job as a director is to discover the character's emotional ebbs and flows, and then finding actors that can portray those emotions. My last takeaway was the concept of entertainment, and I loved that when Catron says theater can inspire, exhort, horrify, infuriate, lacerate, sear, satirize, and decry. So all of those verbs were really stood out to me, and then I think that that's, like, for me as a director, that is my purpose. That's what I want. I want to bring those really extreme emotions out in people. Otherwise, what's the point? For chapter 2, one important takeaway for me was the director's 5 main functions. I am new to theater. This is my 3rd year teaching drama, my 2nd year that I'll be putting on a play at my middle school. So this is all really still new to me. And so it was kind of good for me to learn what those main functions are as a director. Artistic unification, representing the playwright, representing the audience, organizing a working process, and working with performers. I think I kind of, as a middle school teacher, I feel like at least at my school, I don't get a lot of emphasis put on the drama program. And so for me, it's kind of just thinking about how do I direct where I am, and I have to be realistic. And though it sounds great to be able to do all these wonderful things, I know that I'm not in a place right now in my career where that's possible. But I think that it's important for me to always keep those 5 main functions in mind anyway. And definitely, I think the big takeaway for me for this chapter was realizing that it's my responsibility to represent the playwright. I kind of assumed that, well, that's just a given. If I'm producing a play, I am representing the playwright. And I realized that maybe that's not always the case. So I do need to be cognizant of that throughout the whole process. Chapter 3 was a short chapter, talked about the goodbye girl syndrome, and then interpretation through play analysis. I like the idea of play analysis and understanding plot, character, thought, diction, music, and spectacle. As an English teacher first, obviously understanding plot and character and thought or theme and diction is what we do. So adding music and spectacle to that, it just makes it seem like not such a big chore, that this is something I can do. I think that, again, representing the playwright, not getting sucked into my own ideas about what this should be, and just staying true to the script is important. The other chapter 4, is all about what the plot is and how it is constructed. Again, just went deeper into plot and how to understand all the different parts of the plot. And I think that for me, well, obviously I need to understand the story completely in order for my student actors to understand the story. And I think it's my job, as middle school director, to make sure that my students, my actors, do understand it. So that's my big responsibility here. Let's see. Oh, I also think that all details matter, especially for me. I feel like I don't have a theater at my school. I don't have lights. I don't have a stage. I am trying to get a sound system going this year, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So for me, it's like, okay, it's because I don't have all these big things, I need to really focus on the acting and the details. And so that's my focus because of what I have and don't have. So that's something I really try to do, is to make sure I'm just focusing on the story itself. Then I'm going to talk about the Bauman book. Chapter 1 was a pretty short chapter, talked about hiring a director. For me, this chapter felt really far away because I'm not in a place where I would be hiring the director. I am the director, I am the producer, I am the stage manager. I do everything. I do the costumes, I do everything. So I'm just trying to get through being everybody right now. So yeah, it would be nice to hire a director, but I'm not in a place where I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. Chapter 2 talks about expenses and then hiring of multiple roles. Again, there will be no hiring of multiple roles, at least now, but it's good information because in the future, hopefully I will be in a place where I can hire different people to do different things to help. And then expenses, obviously having a budget is important. What I'm doing now is kind of weird, so I don't feel like, I don't really have a budget. I ask for things, and then if the people in charge of my after school program don't have the money for it or refuse, then I ask my admin to pay for it, and then he usually says yes. So, and again, without a stage, without lighting, sound, a theater, my budget needs are very minimal right now. But this is good information for me to know, because I know my goal in the future is not to be here and to be somewhere bigger. So hopefully that will come to light. So yeah, that's the end of my discussion for this week. Thank you.